Good morning, Libra. Welcome to your May 2021 Astrology and Tarot update. My name is Tessa. You're watching my channel. Last but not least, my Libra. So you guys are wrapping up this installment of the monthly readings. And I'm really excited because this whole phase of readings is going super well, and I'm really liking this new style in which I am doing these astrology readings. So I'm going to explain it to you, and then you'll know in the future, so I won't have to explain it again. But so basically, if you do follow different YouTube astrologers, they tend to go into detail about all the different astrological events and things that are going on throughout the month, okay? I like to focus in on specific energies, okay? So I have this Astro Oracle deck. This Oracle deck has the zodiac signs, the planets, the moon phases, the houses. It literally has everything. It even has the asteroids. It has retrograde. So what I like to do is I like to pull up your guys' natal chart according to the current astrology, okay? So I have your Libra rising, and that is why these monthly readings are specific to your rising sign, because I am going based off of the natal chart, okay? So I have today's date pulled up according to your rising sign. So that way that depending on the cards that come out, I can like match it up and I can see exactly what is going on in what area of your life, what the energy is representing, and we can just kind of dive more specifically into that energy. So it is more like an advanced tarot reading, so to speak. I do like to focus more. I do like using the cards. I'm not like just astrology. It's mostly oracle and tarot incorporating astrology, because tarot is based off astrology anyway. Okay, so I hope that's making sense. Okay, so astrology is like my guiding. It's like my guiding light. And I'm finding that the insight, the messages are so much more focused, so much more thorough, and I'm just finding that they are very that they allow you to kind of pinpoint more specifically on a specific area of your life, and without too much information and without too many different things kind of in your ear. I know that I totally butchered that explanation, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm hoping I hope that's kind of making sense, and you'll see as I actually start doing the reading how it works. But I also have my moon phase app open, so in case I do pull a moon phase card, the moon phase cards are really interesting because they actually pertain to a specific date, and I can look to see when that moon phase is occurring. Moon phases are really important in reference to our day-to-day lives. They affect our day-to-day. The moon is the only astrological body that orbits the Earth, and in Vedic astrology, it is the most important astrological planet. So it affects our moods, it affects our emotions, it affects like our mental processes and how we just like feel day to day. So that is like super important. And then let me see, what else can I kind of tell you? Yeah, so that's the astrological portion. And then, we kind of unravel the story more using the Starseed Oracle, which provides really great insight. And then the Muse Tarot unfolds the story even more, okay? So I do focus on spiritual guidance. Like I said before, spiritual guidance in reference to a specific energy that you are experiencing, but very rarely are we completely and utterly isolated without people in our surroundings. So of course, our own energies can be affected by outside energies, by other people. And if that shows up in the reading, then I'm definitely going to talk about that, okay? Sometimes our experiences are much more spiritually and personally like motivated. So sometimes I'll get messages that are very, very specific to you as an individual. And then I'll get messages that are about you and how you are relating to a specific situation that is going on in your life. So hopefully that's making sense. So I'm going to shuffle all three decks first and then start pulling the cards, okay? So what specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? Starseed Oracle. What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? It's allergy season for me, so if I start itching my face a little. What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? What specific energy does Libra need to be aware of for May 2021? I don't know, sometimes like I feel like my hands kind of tweak when I shuffle. I used to play piano when I was young, and I don't know. And I was a waitress for a long time, so, and I have mild arthritis. So my hands get kind of funny. Okay, so let's start with the Astro Soul Oracle. We have the North Node, Destiny and Challenges. Ooh. This is the point where, like, I really kind of wish I, like, you know, knew your personal birth chart, but I'm talking to, like, lots of different people right now, so it would be different for everybody. Destiny and Challenge. So the North Node is like that point in your, so we have a North Node and we have a South Node. The South Node is what we were born into this world already carrying. Like, everybody was born into this world with certain wisdom, with already kind of being naturally good at something, already naturally knowing certain things from like a past life. The North Node is completely the opposite. It's what we need to learn in this lifetime in order to create balance. It's the energy that we need to kind of like cling to and take on and attach ourselves to in order to feel a little bit more balanced, more whole as individuals, more just kind of like, it's like self-fulfilling, right? It gets us out of our comfort zone, because the South Node keeps us in a certain comfort zone that we always retreat to when we're met with challenges. So it's like once something challenging comes into our life that's like, and we have to overcome some kind of obstacle, sometimes we tend to fall back into our comfort zone so we don't have to confront those challenges, so we don't have to overcome them. And the North Node challenges you to do that. It's like an energy that challenges you to get out of that comfort zone so you can approach that challenge, and so you can really kind of tackle your own sense of destiny and your own sense of like willpower to get through something so you can feel better, right? So you can feel good about yourself. So because I don't actually have like your personal chart up, so, you know, if you are interested in me doing a personal birth chart analysis, you can email me, and I can see exactly where your North Node is located, what house it's in, the sign it's in, etc., etc. Currently, the North Node is in Gemini. The nodes actually shifted last year, 2020, they shifted from Cancer, Capricorn to Sagittarius. So yeah, South Node is in Sagittarius, North Node is in Gemini. So collectively speaking, when the North Node is in Gemini, it means collectively we are needing to understand information better. We are needing to break through our communication barriers. We are needing to not so, and also learn, because Gemini is about education. Gemini is about learning new things. Like, you're a student, right? It's about being a student. It's about learning more about your community. It's about communication. It's about information. So collectively speaking, our comfort zone is our past beliefs, because Sagittarius represents like belief structure, philosophy, also the higher mind. But even the higher mind needs to remember that it's still a student of life. Even the wisdom that we have collected through our past life, and through the reality that we've been forming up until now, even that needs to undergo certain processes. Even teachers need to become students at some point. So right now, the universe is kind of pushing us all to become students again, so we can learn more about our community, so we can learn more about other people, so we can learn more and face these challenges that have been propagating in us through generations of whether it's manipulation or just kind of like things that have been taught to us, whether it's by our parents or our schools or whatever it is. It's time to start learning. It's time to start learning things in a new way. It's time to start opening ourselves up to new information. Okay. And what I find really, really interesting is that the North Node in Gemini is in your 9th house. So this is interesting because the 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius. So there's this dynamic, there's this it's like taking this new way, it wants you to take this new way of perceiving information, this new way of learning new things, and put it into your higher mind, right? And almost replace it, or see how it interacts with the past way of doing things. I know that sounds kind of like a conundrum, and hopefully it's not too confusing. It's kind of like learning, this is the way for the higher mind. This is the way for the new wisdom, okay? To take a new way of learning things and to become a student again of life is the new wisdom, okay? So it sounds backwards, but it's actually not. That's going to be the new way of doing things. So I hope that is making sense to you. And then we have the new moon. So we have a moon phase, okay? The new moon is going to be May 11th, and it's going to be in Taurus. So the new moon represents new beginnings, planting seeds, setting intentions, blank page. Okay, so this new moon is going to be very significant for you. Bottom line, May 11th, the new moon is going to be very significant for you. So take into consideration what I was just explaining about learning something new and understanding that the universe is trying to guide us for this to be the new way of using our higher mind, which is to learn more about others on a local level, which is so fascinating to me because the 9th house represents long distance travel, and especially if you're living in America, well, that people from other countries, they're coming from far away, but they're coming locally, right? So it's learning about the local. You, in a way, could be learning about the global. You see what I'm saying? There's this balancing act, and it's probably because you are a Libra rising, and you guys do represent harmony and balance. So it's the more you realize how everything is playing out. How do I put it? It's either bringing the local into the global or bringing the global into the local. So play with that idea a little bit and see what you come up with, okay? Play with that idea a little bit. So this new moon energy, new beginnings, planting seeds, setting intentions, blank page. And we're going to see as I pull the other cards exactly what this is referring to. But you could start coming up with some new ideas in reference to this idea of destiny and bringing that challenge of like the dynamic between local and global, bringing that together. Very interesting. I kind of like this. And then we have the waxing crescent. Okay, another moon phase. And I'm going to see exactly what day this is falling with the waxing crescent. Inspiration, creativity, growth, accomplishments, learning. Yeah, so this is going to inspire you. Okay, something is going to inspire you. Let me see, waxing crescent. Oh, and then let me just see where the new moon is going to be for you. New moon in Taurus is going to be in the 8th house. So there's going to be some deep dive going on over here, okay? Because you have Taurus in your 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio. 8th house is about death, rebirth, transformation, like really going into the depths of things like occult. Okay, so this is really going to be about like, really kind of like diving in, like kind of, you know, diving into the dirt, deep into these kind of ideas and these philosophies and seeing what you come up with. And whatever you come up with is literally going to be like brand new. It's going to be like a new approach to, you know, I'm feeling this very much in terms of education. So if a lot of you who are watching are in school, or you are looking for something new to wrap your brain around, you know, or you are wanting to expand your mind, expand your philosophy, and learn, it doesn't matter, and this is kind of the lesson that's being learned here, even it doesn't even matter if you're not in school, we're always learning. I graduated, I got my bachelor's degree a couple of years ago, and like, I'm still picking up books and learning new things, right? So like, we're always learning new things, and I feel like that's kind of like the important message as we get older. Like, doesn't matter how old you are, you can always like learn new things and nourish your soul, right? It nourishes the soul, and it allows us to become re-inspired instead of becoming stagnant in life. Okay, so let's take a look to see where the waxing crescent is, when it is. It's going to be after the new moon. The waxing phase happens after the new moon. I think it takes about a week after the new moon because it has to go into the waxing. Oh, here we go. No, right after. Okay. So the new moon is May 11th in Taurus. And then we're going into the waxing crescent phase the day after, which is Gemini. It's going to be in Gemini. Okay, so it's going to move. Sorry, I just want to make sure. Okay. Very, very cool. Okay, so the new moon is going to be in your 8th house, so kind of diving deep. And then once it starts to wax, it's going to be in Gemini. And it's going to move into your 9th house, which is where the North Node is in Gemini. And higher, there's going to be like higher inspiration, okay? It's going to start moving you along naturally. The moon phases are going to start moving you along onto that destiny, onto that path of harmonizing ideas. This is all about harmony. And you guys are the kings and queens of harmony and justice and balance. So, and your chart ruler is Venus. So like nurturing your creativity, nurturing new ideas, nurturing your destiny so you can be the person that you need to be, that you want to be, etc., etc. Okay. I hope you're following. We have Messenger. So we're getting into the Starseed Oracle, Sirius Energy, bringing harmony and bringing harmony and balance. Messenger. I mean, next card. Okay. Heroth. Longing for home, Homesick for the stars. Okay. Longing for home. Homesick for the stars. Okay, so this, I'm feeling this as one of these challenges. Because I told you the North Node is about destiny and challenges. So you are going to have to overcome challenges. You're going to want to fall back into your comfort zone. This is the natural process of the North Node and the South Node. It's kind of like a pull. It's like a tug and pull. I feel like this longing for home, it's like you maybe falling back into your head, falling back into your isolation. Just remember that, okay, how do I explain this? How do I put this? It doesn't mean not to go back into your comfort zone, because you can get valuable information from there. Remember, this is information that you were born with. You came into this world already having this knowledge, a very specific kind of knowledge, whatever it is for you. That can help you on this North Node path. That can help you understand your next step. The challenge is to not just be in your mind about it. The challenge is to bring it outward, to express it, to communicate it, to turn it into art, to turn it into creativity, into writing. The ninth house is very much about writing as well. So I hope that's making sense. It's kind of like saying it's okay to fall back into that comfort zone so you can acquire more wisdom and to give yourself time. Just don't stay there for too long, okay? Do something with it. Do something with it. Double mission. See, I swear to God, like, if this reading isn't more just like in aligned with itself, it's like your double energies, your harmonic balancing energies are like just wanting to align. Double mission. Light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Double mission. Go within, go without. Go within, go without. Double mission. Take care of yourself too. Just keep it balanced. Okay, because you do have an important message to give to the world. You have a very important message to give to the world. And it's going to bring things into harmony, and it's going to bring things into balance, and it's all about learning. It's all about growing. It's all about overcoming challenges. It's all about taking the wisdom that you have within you and bringing it without. It's about, you see what I'm saying? Everything that I've kind of explained so far, especially in reference to this whole North Node, Gemini, being a student as the new teacher. The student is the new teacher, right? Something like that. You'll figure it out, Libra. I have faith in you. Knight of Materials, moving into Virgo. Slow and steady wins the race. Knight of Materials is not that slow. Knight of Materials is the Knight of Pentacles. It's Virgo energy, so it's mutable Earth. So it's still adaptable. It's moving. It's not just sitting around doing nothing. It's moving. It's taking care of the daily routines. It's putting this into practice, into physical practice. But it's still going at its own pace. It's not like fire energy, like all over the place. You know, it has its own pace of working because it's working within the material realm and manifestation. So working every day a little bit, every day working a little bit on this, working a little bit on this vision, on this new idea, on this planting seeds, setting intentions, on this new blank page, maybe starting a journal, creating a new way of approaching things. The details, you know, get into the details of it, and you'll figure it out. 8 of Emotions, Saturn in Pisces, needing to move away from something. Kind of curious, where do you have Virgo in your chart? You have Virgo in your 12th house. Ooh. Yeah, so this is very spiritual also. Your daily routines take like kind of a spiritual kind of like underlying, there's like a spiritual current to the way that you approach your daily manifestations of creativity. 8 of emotions is Saturn in Pisces, and you have Pisces in your 6th house, and that is originally ruled by Virgo. So you see how things are like balancing itself out. 12th house and 6th house are opposite. They balance each other out. Virgo, Pisces. Now, bringing the spiritual into your daily routines and bringing the spiritual into your daily routines and making your daily routines part of your spiritual path. It's a balancing act. Once you establish that balancing act between the opposing energies, once you discover the opposing energies that you have within you, and I know Libra, it's very hard for you to make decisions. Once you understand, once you can balance out your opposing energies and just ride it, you are being you. You are doing exactly what you need to be doing. I hope that helps. I kind of feel like I'm confusing myself, but I also kind of feel like maybe it'll make sense to you because you're a Libra. Let me know. The Fool card, Uranus energy, just go. Just take a chance, take a risk. Take a chance, take a risk. Uranus is in the 8th house. Start writing, start figuring out how to harmonize the different energies within you. And just let go. Okay? So this reading is, like I said in the beginning, the readings can vary. This is 100% you. This is you. It's got nothing to do with anybody else. This is about you and your spiritual energy and your spiritual path. This is a very specific reading. Okay? So, the Emperor, Aries energy. Just, oh my God. Just taking charge. Just doing it. It's following your own law. It's following your own laws that you have. You have a very unique law of like attraction that is already inside. Okay? And it's like there you are harmonizing it. Like it's literally like music. This card literally represents like music, like a composer, like harmonizing. When you listen to music, what is it? It's literally a combination of a whole bunch of different shit, a whole bunch of different sounds. It's just about harmonizing it. Just harmonize that energy and just go for it. Just go for it. Okay, Libra? Excuse me. I hope this reading helped. I really hope it made sense to you. That's my only concern. I hope it made sense and I hope it helped. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.